Hello and welcome to Cuesta Sports Monthly, an in-depth look at Cuesta athletics. I'm Peter Schuler. On this month's show, we'll be joined by 2013 state qualifiers Chris Reddick and Carissa Sternfels, representing the swimming and diving teams. We will also welcome a lot of our freshman track and field standouts, Haley Fish and Robbie Hickson. Also, just before we go, we'll steal a few minutes with Dr. Anthony Kenninger, history professor, noted author, and today a representative for the PASS, the Program Assisting Student Athlete Success. We'd like to start with sophomores Carissa Sternfels and Chris Reddick. They are two of our top swimmers in Cuesta history and are both looking to lead Cuesta back to the state meet this Easter. Sternfels was an all-state qualifier as a freshman and has already topped her 2013 times this year. Reddick earned All-American honors last spring and set a new Cuesta standard in the 200 free. We welcome Carissa and Chris to Cuesta Sports Monthly. How are you guys doing? Just fresh out of the pool today?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wet hair. Prove it.
You guys are having a great season, both of you. Chris, last year you set the 200 freestyles record, which had been the oldest record on the books at that time. Now it's the newest. You've been also, right now, so far, you've been having great times in the 50, the 100. Are you a pure sprinter, or how far do you like to extend yourself there?
Well, Pete, I usually keep to freestyle. This year, I've been experimenting a little more with a butterfly, but usually freestyle, and I'd like to keep working on my 200 and 100 freestyle times. And
you've also been pretty decent in the back. Is that just kind of to offset your training a little bit, so you're not just doing freestyle?
Pretty much. We like to have as much diversity as possible and really swim what races we need to swim and whatever's going to work best for the team. So last year it was backstroke, and I've really found myself more beneficial swimming fly this year.
All right. Carissa, you're a breaststroker, but also a sprint freestyler and can do the individual medley. A little bit of everything, but your strength's the breaststroke. This year you've already improved on your times from the 2013 state meet in both the 50 and the 100, and kind of closing in on a couple of marks yourself. What's changed with the development for you this year?
I think there's more faster girls on the team that are pushing me harder. That's why I think I've been going faster, honestly. It's all about how much practice you put in. You got to work hard to achieve big.
Now, last year you were the one girl on the team who did make the state meet. Chris had a lot of teammates with him last spring.
Yeah, he was lucky.
So just having that extra group, that extra is pushing you a little bit more, and you think that kind of pushing each other?
Definitely. We definitely push each other, especially just a select few that are as fast as me. And sprinting, I didn't have anyone to sprint against last year, and now I have two really fast girls to sprint against. So I think that's definitely helping me a lot.
Yeah, when we talked about Rachel Grutzmacher has been chasing.
Definitely, she's a little faster than me, so that's obviously pushing me harder.
But it's also great because now you're going to have some people who you can create, maybe even get in a relay, so it won't just be you. We can have some relay.
Yes, it would be great to have some other girls over there with me. That would be awesome.
Now, Chris, right now you're putting in some good times. You haven't reached last year's time, but that was a state time, and you had tapered and everything like that.
Yeah, speed suits.
It was a great first season, but what were your new goals for this season be? You already have one school record. Is it more of the state type?
Yes, I'd kind of short-term goals. I would consider that this season. I'd like to see myself back at state, and we're really pushing our relays. It's a little difficult because we lost some talent last year. But at this point, I'd really like to see our relays make it, and I think I'll be an important part of that. So I'd like to do whatever it takes, whether it's, like I said, swimming butterfly in the medley relay or whether it's freestyle. I'll just like to make it to state.
Okay, you don't have any personal
personal long-term goals. I'm looking at possibly transferring to Cal Poly, and I'd be interested in joining their swim program. But at this point in time, I'm not really looking for any scholarship or anything else from swimming. I'm just doing it for the passion.
All right. Now, Carissa, last fall, you came out and joined the water polo team, had a very successful season.
Yeah.
Has that made any difference in your training?
I think so. I think having to just get up and sprint randomly, just to, for the ball or whether to steal it or something like that, has helped me in my 50 free and my 100 free. And then definitely the egg beatering and then just breaststroking all the time, because that's what's easiest for me, has helped my breaststroke.
Now, you were a team captain in water polo.
Yeah.
Do those leadership skills you talked about, you coming back with all these new swimmers this year, do you feel like a role, like you're kind of helping them,
I feel
the
like
freshmen coming along?
I feel like they probably look up to me a little bit. I try my best to not overstep my boundaries with them, but yeah, I try to push them as far as they can go, and I always congratulate them on their accomplishments, and I always like to see them succeed, just as much as I like to see myself succeed.
That's a good thing. You've been through the rigors, and so you kind of understand.
Yeah.
You help them with that a little bit. Don't freak out. Your time's not where you want it to be now. You're going to be.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So, now, Chris, you talked about how you guys last year were 4th in state. Tremendous season, won the conference title. But you had a lot of talent on that team. This year you came back. You're a school record holder. Jordan Meedering's school record holder. Austin Bowers right on the edge there. 3 All-Americans back. What does that do for you guys, bringing up the young guys like we were talking with Carissa?
Well, Jordan and Austin are really they're great friends and better competition. It's really we develop each other, and there's other swimmers who weren't on the state team last year, and they've really come a long ways, and we're looking forward to having them help us out more. But there's also a lot of help from the water polo team. John Marsh really gets those guys amped up to swim and work hard in their off season, so it's really nice that we have some sprinters, and it's always helpful.
That's water polo's players' off-season conditioning is sprinting, basically.
Absolutely.
Now, you came Cuesta from Cal Berkeley.
Correct.
Spent a year and a half there before coming back here. But you did not swim there.
No, I didn't.
Now, you did go out for crew and rowed. My brother rowed at UCLA, so I thought that was interesting. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that.
Oh, for sure. It was definitely an interesting experience. I was a walk-on to the Cal Berkeley team my freshman year, and was a swimmer in high school. Just decided to do it. I had some family who had done it before, and it sounded like something very interesting. And it was an incredible experience being a part of an NC2A program like that. Wish it could have been swimming, but I've kind of changed my direction in my school.
Now, was that just kind of like you've done your swimming, or was it just you were going to be a little bit further down the ladder coming in as a freshman than you wanted to be, or?
Excuse me?
For the time, your swim times out of high school for Cal.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I didn't think I could compete. At the time, the year before, they just won the national championship.
Yeah.
And I was a pretty good swimmer in high school, but I just really didn't think like I said, I could not compete with those times. But, actually swimming here at Cuesta has really given me the confidence, and I'm looking at transferring out to either Cal Poly or really wherever I'm going to get some money for my
But now that you're over here from Bakersfield, you want to kind of stay in slow, kind of.
Oh, yeah, I've really found myself here. Originally, when I was looking at transferring colleges, I was really looking to go somewhere with an education, or I don't know, just a program with construction management. It was really the school. And luckily, Cal Poly has a great construction management program, and I just love the beach, love the area, and so yes, I do see myself here.
Now, Chris, the same question for you. You're getting ready to transfer. You've had a standout career here as an athlete, team captain, but you've also been one of our top academic students here. What are your plans for next year?
Probably just go to Fresno State because it'll be cheap living there. I might swim for them. They're getting their water polo program back next year, so I could look into that as well. But we'll see. I'm focusing more on my studies now. It was nice swimming here and, getting to swim an extra 2 years after high school, but I don't know. It's not going to be my life, so I don't feel like.
Now, for you, what was the draw coming from Fresno? Is it just Fresno?
It was good to get a taste of something new and get away from there and be able to just say, I left and lived on my own and did my own thing. But mostly it was, I wouldn't be able to have swam anywhere there if I went to a community college down there. And it was nice to just live on the beach, obviously. So I figured I can swim, I can get away, get a new experience in, so that's why.
Well, Chris Reddick, Carissa Sternfels, wish you both the best of luck the rest of the swim season, and good luck making it back to state for both of you, and bring home some awards for the Cougars. So That does it for swimming here on Cuesta Sports Monthly. Coming up next, we'll take a look at track and field with Haley Fish and Robbie Hickson when Cuesta Sports Monthly returns after this.
Cuesta.edu. Television, radio, broadcast, communications. Explore the world of digital communication and tap into your creative genius. Television, radio, broadcast, communications.
This is your boy, the DUI, and you're listening to KGUR.org.
Your digital future is at Cuesta College right now. Log on to Cuesta.edu now for enrollment dates and class information.
Don't get the boom in the shot. Blowing it, bro.
Cuesta.edu.
We're back on campus with Cuesta Sports Monthly. I'm Peter Schuler, and we are joined by track and field athletes Haley Fish and Robbie Hickson. Haley is the latest in a long line of successful Cuesta pole vaulters and represents the women and the field events, while up-and-coming middle-distance runner Robbie Hickson is here for the men and the track events. We welcome Haley and Robbie to Cuesta Sports Monthly. So, how are you guys doing out there? Just coming from practice, or did you finish up early? Now, you spent your first year at Cabrillo College.
Oh, no, I did a few classes there, and this is my freshman year at any
so you were
college.
there in the fall and then came over here.
It's just all confusing. I was there during high school.
Okay.
And then came over here for my first year.
So in high school you were a sprinter, did hurdles and pole vault.
Mm-hmm.
So far this year you've only recorded times as a pole vaulter. Did the layoff change that, or is it you just haven't gotten to those?
No, actually, when I first came here, we started conditioning, and my ankle, I actually twisted it probably 3 or 4 times, and so I stopped doing all the other ones that I didn't really care about much and sticked with pole vaulting.
Now, how did you decide on pole vaulting? I mean, people run, people jump over things. Flying is a different thing. So how did that become something that you got into?
My freshman year in high school, my PE coach told me that I should try, and I really said, no, I'm scared of heights. And it got me thinking, like, why not? Like, people have always wanted to, like, try new things, and I was just one of those people to, like, get out there and try whatever. So that's what I tried doing.
And kind of you found that you did like heights.
Yes.
All right. Now, Robbie, you came over here from Tascadero, had a great career there as both a track athlete and a football player. How's that transition been to Cuesta for you?
Well, from football to cross country, I gotta say it was very difficult because, for one thing, I used to go and hit people with my head, then I had to not do that anymore. So it was a little tough because I went from running like 10 miles a week to 35 miles a week. So it was a tough build-up, but ultimately it was for the best. It was probably the best thing that's happened so far.
Now, do you miss hitting people with your head? I mean, not having football here at Cuesta, was that something?
Yeah, I do miss football a lot, but got to move on for what's better.
All right. Well, you have been better this year. You've already kind of got it on the board for the 400 and the 800 this year. Your 800 time was 7th all time, and you feel like you've become faster already?
Yeah, a lot faster. Brian's doing a good job and got great workout partners and everything, so it's really helping progress my career, hopefully.
Now, he said you got a little twinge this week. Are you just kind of getting through that one?
Yeah, I was actually at the trainers today. Gotta go see my grandpa, the chiropractor, and get myself fixed up, so hopefully I could run this week.
All right. So you're gonna be heading down there for our home meet here, our last home meet, and getting a chance to run maybe in front of your grandfather and everybody else.
Hopefully.
All right. Now, so far you've jumped a little over 11 this year. You've been our top 11 feet. You've been our top pole vaulter this year. Mm-hmm. Where do you kind of expect yourself to go?
Well, I'm really hoping for 11 a little more than 11 right now. And then by the end of the season, I'm really, really hoping to hit 12 feet. In high school, I jumped 11.6, and so I'm hopefully going to break my PR.
So did you think that the 11.6 in high school, was that just because a little bit of layoff, maybe a couple of ankle sprains has kind of slowed you down a little bit?
I think
or
so.
Just kind of getting there?
Yeah, it's just I changed coaches at the end of my senior year, and so it kind of messed things up. And now finally having a steady coach, Jan Johnson, it helps a lot.
Now, working with Jan is kind of legendary
Yes.
in the pole vaulting world. 1972 Olympic bronze medalist, former world record holder himself, mentored his daughter, who also won a couple of NCAA titles.
Yeah.
Now, he's worked with so many great pole vaulters in the past. Do you feel what are you getting from Jan that you think is different than what you had before?
Well, he really knows college student athletes. He's dealt with them for years now, and so it's just he's one of a kind person, and the connection that we have, like, all together, is pretty different from my high school coach, where he was the head coach and had to deal with a bunch of things. So it wasn't just like one-on-one like Jan will give, and it's just unique and different.
Now, is that one of the specific things coming down here from SoCal, Santa Cruz area?
Yeah.
Is everybody just say Santa Cruz? Just
yeah.
But the reputation of Cuesta's pole vaulters, Jan being part of that, was that part of the reason you came down?
Yes, 100%. That is the one reason why I came down to Cuesta, is because I knew he was going to coach, and if not, like, I would have gone to a different college and just probably wouldn't have done as well as I have. So it's just having him was the reason.
Now, you've done different events in track, but you've kind of settled on the middle distance. Haley's a vaulter. We have harriers, who are the long distance people. We have sprinters. We have throwers. Middle distance is just middle distance. You guys have a cool name for anything in that? Is it just a middle distance runner?
It's just middle distance. There's nothing cool about it. I mean, people who like pain, it's definitely not the funnest thing, to be completely honest. It's tough, but the way I look at it is, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So, maybe.
So is that kind of where the physical smashing of football is gone? You have I'm not quite a sprinter, I'm not quite a distance person, I'm just going to run as fast as I can, long as I can, kind of middle distance thing. Is that kind of where the pain, you get to find your pain threshold again?
Yeah, as much as I can.
So, all right. What about, well, you guys are both freshmen. What are kind of your plans for next year? Just kind of keep on going and looking on to transfer. Would you want to transfer as a runner or a pole vaulter?
Pretty much. I have a bit of family issues right now, and I might go back home and hopefully do my second semester or my fourth semester down here to do track, and hopefully transfer to a state college. That's my plan.
How about you, Ron?
I'm just trying to keep my options open as far as anything goes. I'm not really quite decided on anything, but I'm hoping somewhere, if not in state, I'm hoping potentially somewhere in Arizona.
Okay. Now, one of the questions I have for you is coming from football, where you have that set group and a team mentality. What kind of the team dynamics do you guys have out there? I know Brian likes to run and keep everybody together, and runs a kind of a big kind of family unit out there. But where you have the middle distance, you have the pole vaulters, how do those things work together?
As far as like football and...
Yeah, but the team dynamics out there.
Well, it's not much different. You got people all going towards a common goal to ultimately reach success in some way or another. And so you've just got a lot of motivating people. With my group, the 800 runners, we're all very hardworking people. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I've got two of the hardest working training partners that anybody could ask for, and they work their butts off, so it definitely motivates me to work my butt off too.
Well, see, I did soccer throughout my childhood, and so I know the family connection that those kind of sports give, and I haven't not felt in that. So, like, it's like a pole vault family or a sprinter family or a middle distance family. It doesn't change. It's just
Well, all
like
those
our
families
family.
are coming together
Yeah.
this week for a home track meet and
Yes.
hopefully go on to the state meet. Well, that does it here for Track and Field on Cuesta Sports Monthly. We thank Haley Fish and Robbie Hickson for joining us here on Cuesta Sports Monthly. We'll return with a talk with Professor Anthony Kenninger.
Television, radio, broadcast, communication. Explore the world of digital communication and tap into your creative genius. Television, radio, broadcast, communication.
This is your boy, the DUI, and you're listening to KGUR.org.
Your digital future is at Cuesta College right now. Log on to cuesta.edu now for enrollment dates and class information.
Hey, don't get the boom in the shot. Blown it, bro.
Cuesta.edu.
And welcome to back to Cuesta Sports Monthly. I'm Will Grossman, and we are back with Pete Schuler, here to talk to us about his life here at Cuesta. So, Pete, we see you every couple of weeks here on Cuesta Sports Monthly, and the students here at Cuesta would like to know, who is Pete Schuler?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm getting closer, but
Getting closer?
yeah.
If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would that be?
Thoughtful, loyal, consistent.
Good. That's actually very good. I'd say for a water polo coach such as yourself, those 3 words would be very good qualities to have. Loyal to Cuesta,
Well, yes,
to the whole team,
yeah.
the whole school.
To the group.
All right, good. There we go.
The idea of it.
And what is your obsession? What's up with your obsession with water polo? How did it start?
Well, I basically played basketball and baseball as a child, and then going into high school, I'd had a knee surgery from basketball, and my mother suggested that I try water polo. It's just something that I could condition myself. It's actually was not a good sport for that, but it did help. So I said I would go, and she said practice was at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And so for some reason, my dad woke me up at 5 o'clock a.m. There was a 6 o'clock in the morning that I was not aware of at that point.
Yeah.
As a 13-year-old.
So that must have been a little
Yeah.
a little shocking for you.
So, but that was the sport that was the most successful at my high school, so I did that. Did some basketball and baseball as well, but that was
Nice.
kind of the sport. I actually only lettered 1 year in high school.
So you only played 1 year in high
I
school?
only lettered in 1 year.
Oh, lettered 1 year in high school. Okay,
So-
great. And how long did your career last?
I left the national team 95. I guess 95 when it became clear I wasn't going to go to the 96 Olympics. I kind of cashed it in, looked at some professional options and in Europe, but then took the job here at Cuesta College.
And how many years after that
This
did
is my
that come?
20th year of coaching.
20th year at Cuesta. Wow. So that's your 20th year of coaching.
20th year of coaching.
And is that all with one school, or is that?
I've been coaching. One of the things I've done since I've been playing water polo after high school, I coached at some level while I was playing. But this is my 20th year at Cuesta College coaching.
Nice. So let's see. When do you think that Pete Schuler will be hanging up the towel?
Well, the towel is something that's going to keep going. I think swimming is going to be for a lifetime. The whistle, we'll see.
The whistle.
I've become an aquatics person. If I'm not in the pool playing water polo, I might be swimming laps. I might be at the beach. I might be doing something that's. I need it. I need the water.
Now here's the $1 million question, Pete.
All right.
Do you think that you could out polo Rachel Gutzmacher?
I would say no. She's
would
much
say no.
faster than I am. She has youth on her side. She's a very talented athlete. She's got a good chance to be one of the best swimmers we've ever had here at Cuesta College.
It's actually very
And
good.
she's scored 100 goals this year, which is a school record, and that's a lot.
Phenomenal.
So she's quite an athlete, and I'm well past my prime.
Nice. What is your most embarrassing story in the water?
I think that one of the things you'll find with aquatics athletes is we don't get embarrassed. We don't have a
yes.
modesty issue. We don't have those problems. I think the most embarrassing things would probably just be something where it was, where I should have done something better than I did.
Have you ever given a fan a ball? Missed a pass that bad, or?
Not that I recall. There's some times where I've thrown an errant pass here or there, but or a shot that shouldn't have gone. But you have to have a short memory in those situations.
Yes, of course,
so,
of course.
I mean, there's all sorts of, swimming. I think, okay, I got one. I was swimming laps and at the pool, and they hadn't put the swim blocks in. They hadn't had the swim blocks in all season. And I decided to get out of the pool and did not realize they put them in the day before, and I cracked my head right here.
Oh, goodness. So, well, there's no scar though, is there?
No.
I don't see a scar,
But it was a big scab and cut right there for
Yeah.
about a week, and
Nice.
that was pretty embarrassing because all I did was jump out of the water and never looked up, and so that happens.
So you just smacked your head on the
it's
swim blocks.
completely self-inflicted. So,
Oh, of course.
so that was, and people saw that, and that was tough to play off.
What is Pete Schuler's ideal Sunday?
Oh, I don't know. I think I've been had a pretty good Sunday last week. I've just got a chance to spend some time with my daughter. We usually spend it down, go to the beach, and do those things, and have
Pismo Beach, Morro Bay.
Cayucos, kind
Nice.
of my spot. And so, a day at the beach with the family is kind of a fun
it's an
Sunday.
Ideal day, of course.
Go for a hike, do those things, something outdoors.
Of course, everybody should be staying
Long
outdoors.
walks on the beach, beautiful sunsets,
Candlelit dinners,
candlelit dinners. Those are all
a box of chocolate.
wonderful.
Yes. All right. Well, is there anybody you'd like to dedicate this season of Cuesta Sports Monthly to?
Oh, I think we did have my daughter on here earlier, the end of things, so I'd like to dedicate it to my daughter. I also have a great fan base in my Cayucos Lions Club, so I'd like to say hi to those guys out there, the Cayucos Lions Club. Keep watching. Make sure everybody's staying up with Cuesta Sports Monthly. I think we do a great job of having the athletics here, and broadcast production group just makes this thing all run smoothly, and I really enjoy it. Although today, we're a short one guest, so I'm glad to be the guest today.
Great. I mean, we're definitely glad to have the hot seat section come up unexpectedly. Let's see. We're out of questions, but let's see.
Well, we always talk about some of the things out here at Cuesta Sports
Yeah.
Monthly.
So what's going on? What would you like to let's say promote?
Well, we're coming up next couple of weeks. We have the baseball. The production group's going to be filming baseball on April 1st.
Yes, April 1st.
April 10th, we have softball. So we get the chance to watch those two teams. Baseball's struggling a little bit. They're in jeopardy of missing the playoffs for the first time since 1995.
It's actually a very
so it's an
big
18-year run.
Yeah.
So I guess it's
So this is like is this the 19th year or the 20th year?
this would be the 19th year if they made it. So this is kind of a tough year for them, but maybe they still have a little bit of hope, and maybe if we get them on TV and have a nice show, maybe that'll help them spur them on. And the women's out at softball right now, they're playing a doubleheader against Allen Hancock, and they're in first place in conference, and that's going to be exciting. So we already talked about track and swimming today, so
yeah.
Get a chance to see those teams not only if you can make it out live, but also on Channel 19 and on Cuesta's YouTube. So, so those are some pretty exciting things. And then, of course, we'll end the year with the annual Athlete of the Month.
Oh yes,
or
the
Athlete of the Year.
month.
This is year 49 for the Athlete of the Month. So it's getting down there. Next year, hopefully, we'll have something big for the 50th year anniversary of Cuesta Athletics.
Maybe have a an old Cuesta celebrity come by.
Yeah,
I believe we do have some old Cuesta athletes that are actually in professional sports right now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So maybe we can.
We're kind of looking. For those of you in spring training, kind of watching that, Logan Schaefer played first couple years, played for the Brewers last year.
We're gonna have to wrap up right now. Thank you, Pete, by the way, for making today a very memorable show. And remember to stay up to date on Cougar Athletics. Visit the Cuesta Athletic website for more information on all of Cuesta's athletic teams. And that does it for this season of Cuesta Sports Monthly. Be sure to join us for our upcoming broadcast of the Cuesta Athlete of the Year banquet on May 13th. We'd like to thank today's guests, Carissa Sternfels, Chris Reddick, Haley Fish, and Robbie Hickson, and myself, William Grossman. This show is produced by and at Cuesta College by the Broadcast Communication Department and as part of the Cuesta TV project. Check out Channel 19 all year long for this show, as well as our ongoing broadcasts of Cougar athletic events. I'm Will Grossman. For all of us here at Cuesta, thanks for watching. Thank you for your support of Cuesta Athletics, and thank you for your support of Cuesta Athletics.